The opinions expressed in the following program are not necessarily those of Eastlink TV, its sponsors, or partners.
Hi, I'm Gloria McCluskey. You're watching Destination Dartmouth. My destination today is down here at the great development King's Wharf. And my guest is Francis Ferris, President and CEO of Ferris Inc. Morning, Francis, and thank you for taking the time to be with me this morning.
Good morning, Gloria.
We're down here at your great development, King's Wharf.
Thank you.
And we're going to talk about that this morning and what a catalyst this has been for downtown Dartmouth. I want to ask you first, Francis, what made you pick this site, this little old shipyard, abandoned shipyard site?
Well, I was stricken by the amount of sun and light and the views. When I came first to the site and I saw like the light and the views, I said, this site deserves better attention, you know? And few months later, oddly, a sign went up for sale.
Oh,
so
it wasn't for sale?
No, it was not for sale. I was just cruising in the neighborhood. A friend actually brought me here, and we looked at it, and we said, wow, like we could see the potential.
Yes.
And yeah, when the sign came up, I just jumped on it, really. And you know, at the time, I still remember, a lot of people thought I was crazy. A lot of people doubted what this could be, because I don't think they could see the potential.
No.
Yeah.
And when they look at it today, they must really be surprised.
Well, you know, Gloria, a lot of my critics, they come now and pat me on the back and say, you did it. We doubted you, but you did it. And
you did.
It's a good, satisfactory feeling, you know.
And we're glad you did.
Thank you.
Because
I'm glad I did too, in a way.
Because it's been a great catalyst.
Yeah. It is actually like downtown Dartmouth now, the way I look at it. It's a happening place. It's a beautiful boutiques, restaurants, like shops popping up. People come here that they've never been in the Halifax area, and they absolutely love it. And surprisingly, even some Haligonians moving here, they absolutely love it. So it's good.
They're wondering why they stayed in Halifax.
Yeah, it's very rewarding. It's really rewarding to see how happy and content people are.
A lot of people. How many people do you have living down here now?
Well, we have 354 units, so on average, I would say 2 people.
Right.
That's 700 people living here.
And
we have a lot of pets too.
We have a lot of pets.
Yes.
I see a lot of dogs when I'm down
well, we're
this way.
pet-friendly community, so if you want to add the dogs, I would say we're over 800.
And that's great that people can come here and bring their dogs.
Yes, people feel they're living in the country, but yet they're downtown at a minute's reach from the airport or any nice
ferry,
restaurant.
If they're going to Halifax.
And the views. I mean, we have the sun here till 6 o'clock in the afternoon or 7 o'clock. On the other side, they're in the dark, like by 5 o'clock, they're in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great. We are the bright side.
We are the bright side. Really, like this should be called the bright side in my view.
Yeah. So Francis, I know you've been discouraged over the time. How long have you been at this?
Well, if you take the time when I bought and started the process, it's been 11 years now.
Oh my goodness.
We're going on to 11 years. And this is the frustrating part, Gloria. I mean, I know I don't want to talk about that, but it's like pulling teeth. Every building, as you know, building a building like that, it's a big endeavor, and you get
big investment too.
Well, beside the investment, you go and source the best people around, and you bring them and tell them, come to Halifax. It's a happening place. It's a beautiful place. And you go and have the best team and go build a building. And when you end the building, you have to lay them off. It's so disappointing because there's no approval to get going to the next one.
And you lay them off because there's no approval, not that you're not anxious to move on.
The market is good. despite all the gloom and doom and what the recession we went through over the last 10 years, we outperformed the market. The last building we built was full in less than a year. 110 units was full. Like, I have no product. People want to come here, but we need to build more buildings, and that's only be the frustrating part.
That's too bad, Francis,
But,
because not only is it frustrating for you,
Yeah.
but it's a loss for the taxpayers of
It's-
Halifax Regional Municipality.
Certainly, it's a big loss for the tax base. The infrastructure is here, the road is here, so they don't need to plow new roads.
No.
Like HRM doesn't need to invest much in letting us build. And take the revenue, instead of a vacant piece of land, look at the tax base that they are wasting by not, like, any smart city would have said, Mr. Ferris, let's hire a dedicated team to get your approvals
Exactly.
fast so we can start collecting fast, tax fast, you know?
For a development this size.
That's correct.
They
That's
should have had a designated team.
I think so. Any smart city would acknowledge that. But you know, this is where I live, this is home, so I gotta work with what I have. And I must say, Gloria, honestly, everybody's friendly, everybody's wanting to help, everybody understands the importance of what we're doing on the waterfront. But just, it's a process.
Yeah, because they are. I mean, I've talked to some of the planners, and they think this is a great development also.
Yes, it's great development on the water. Like, it's giving access to all the residents to the water. And even if in our new phases and the way we're changing, we're making it so much pedestrian friendly, so much access to the waterfront, that's gonna be the destination when people wanna come and enjoy
Right.
the harbor.
And our harbor, we've never taken advantage of what we have here.
Definitely. We have one of the most amazing harbors, and
And
we're
the Dartmouth waterfront.
and the Dartmouth, you're on the southwest exposure, so you have the most beautiful sun all till sunset. So it's a natural place to be, to enjoy the water, you know?
Do you have children living down here, or is it just couples?
We have mostly empty nesters.
Right.
And young professionals.
Right.
There's the odd families, you know, like grandkids come visit
Yes.
often. And we like it. Like, in our future phases, we're making 3 bedrooms apartment. We want to invite it. We want it all-inclusive community.
Right.
And we want to cater to everybody. There's a lot of public spaces, we're incorporating a beach area. And I know it sounds not realistic, but I think you will be amazed that people will be swimming in our beach.
Oh, sure.
And not into too distant future, I hope.
Yeah, they're pushing that. Lady in Halifax pushing that now.
Yes.
Trying to get people
Yes.
swimming in the harbor since it's been cleaned, all the
It
money's
is,
been
it is,
spent.
I believe so, yes.
And people did get in and swim, and I haven't heard of anybody being ill.
No, I think.
So that's, I'm sure that would be very attractive also, that they have their own swimming space.
Yes, certainly.
So Francis, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back as soon as the break is over. You're watching Destination Dartmouth. We're back. Francis, we're sitting here in the model kitchen for your new building.
That's correct.
It's a beautiful kitchen.
Thank you.
But it's really changed from the first kitchen I saw.
Yes, certainly.
So
Gloria, I mean, as you know, it's a trend, so we're trying to stay ahead of the curve and try to anticipate what the consumer wants.
Yeah.
Because you know the next building will be delivered 2 years from now, so you have to always stay at the...
think ahead.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it's great. It's a great kitchen.
Thank you.
Francis, down here at the development, you also have, there's a water taxi that runs from here.
Well, actually, we have 2 water taxi, Gloria, and it runs seasonal from May till October. And hopefully when we build the next building with a hotel in it, we will have that service run year-round.
That'd be great.
Yes, we're excited about that.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You know, and there again, we don't use our harbor as much as we should.
I know.
And I noticed there's a marina.
There is a marina, there's a beautiful marina, and we were full this year. There's people on a waiting list, so we're trying to add more
There are
space.
people who live here.
Mostly people who live here, but people who are in the downtown core as well. It's such a wonderful facility. They can park and sail and come and walk home, you know?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
How many boats would you have down there?
We have for now enough for about 35 boats.
Oh, do you?
Yes, we have some mooring balls and some slips. I think next year we probably add another 16 slips.
So, what's the next building?
The next building, we're hoping it would be a 24-story building across from where we are right now, a rental building. Simultaneously, if the market is here, we like to start the tall, iconic building.
Yeah, 30 stories.
30, we're hoping for 36, but anywhere from 30 to 36, we're happy. We're doing some soft selling right now, and we're at the mercy of the market. So
Of course.
simultaneously, we like to start building the next rental, but we'll start selling the condo, and if we have enough pre-sales, we'll probably
So
build
the
that
36 will be a condo?
Yes, that's correct. Condo with a hotel at the base. So the first 10 floors are a hotel, and then we have amenities up till 14, a swimming pool and a health spa, and then from 14 up to 36, all residents.
And the view.
The views will be spectacular. I mean, the view, even here on the ground, they're beautiful.
Yeah, the
really.
view will be spectacular.
yeah.
Shouldn't have any trouble selling that, Francis.
I don't think it's trouble selling. It's the trend now is.
Well, of course, you have to watch the market.
Yes, well, we have to watch the market, but every financial advisor you talk to advise people that they're selling their home, oh, don't buy, just rent. So it seems like a trend going on now. People don't want to buy, they want to rent.
No, I'm hearing that. And should
I
I
think-
sell my home, I wouldn't buy.
Yes, but I think honestly for people in their 50s and 60s and they have kids, I really don't see that it's good economically. I mean, I'm happy they're paying my mortgage, but
Yeah.
you know, we take them whether they're renting or they're buying.
Sure you do.
Yeah.
So the next building is
The next building that's on the
24.
front burner is a 24 stories, and we're talking to a big grocer that want to come to the
Oh.
base of
Well,
the.
people would be really happy about
Yes,
that.
yes, Gloria. I'm very excited about the commercial here. Like we have beautiful restaurants,
You
a
do.
cocktail lounge is opening up. We're talking to a barber shop moving here.
And you have a market?
We have a market that's beautiful. So, and we have a lot of interest from other restaurants. So, there's a lot of mixture coming, doctors' offices, dentists, and you know, like service offices
Yes.
that they're going to occupy a lot of the space in the next building.
Oh, in the next building, the
Yes.
24
Well, we
story.
do have some existing, but
I know
the
you do.
next building will add a lot of commercial space.
So where will that be located, Francis?
It will be located in the parking lot across from these buildings, where the gravel parking lot,
Right.
where most people are parking. It's a natural way of building. It's on the other side. The infrastructure is already here. The street is built. So it just makes sense to build on the other side.
Now, Francis, now when you build, you have to raise the level because of
Yes, of course.
the storm surge.
We do. Gloria, that's one thing we did from day one when we started
you
this
did.
development. We anticipated that, so we raised the whole site. So our lower parking level is 2 meters above
Above the water.
high water mark.
Yeah.
So you know, like, so even in 100-year storm, our buildings should be dry.
Yes.
And we're going to maintain that level.
And you have mostly underground parking?
We do. Most buildings have 2 levels of underground parking. So, yes.
And there's lots, is there any visitor parking?
We have visitors parking, and you know, there's a lot of meter as well on the street.
Yes.
The city installed a lot of parking meters, but we're gonna, in the next phases, leave a lot of surface parking for visitors as well.
Yes.
to support our commercials and our restaurants.
Well, sure,
and,
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Because if you can go someplace and not feed a meter,
Yes,
you'll go there.
but Gloria, I think
Human nature being what it is.
Yes, yes, but I tell you, where we are here in the downtown core, hopefully with a better water taxi service and metro transit, and the way the future is going, a lot of people are ecological and they want to walk. This development, we are focusing on the pedestrian feel. We're going to make it an adventure for people to come, walk, and enjoy the site. And hopefully they'll leave their car homes and, and come with public transit.
There's a population that can easily walk here.
Definitely.
Well, look at how many people you have living.
Definitely, definitely. And that be a factor as well.
And there will be other development in downtown Dartmouth.
I hope
this
so.
Center plan, if it ever gets going.
Yes.
And the height, the view plane now has changed, and that will make a difference.
It's only, it helps everybody if they can expedite the process and get everybody going, you know, because the market is screaming at us now, we need more residential downtown. And that's part of the plan. I think the big plan for the last 10, 15 years has been to bring more people in the downtown core.
That's been the plan.
Yeah.
And that's what Dartmouth, we talked about that when we were a city of Dartmouth.
Yes, yes.
You know, we have to get more people living downtown.
It makes more...
Because nothing's going to happen unless we do.
That's correct. It makes more ecological sense.
It does.
Yes, everybody wins.
So Francis, we're taking another break.
So soon.
We're going on break. You're watching Destination Dartmouth. We'll be back soon. Francis, I know that in the earlier drawings, there was some talk of a park along the shoreline.
And that is still the case, actually. In the new plans, we're planning a park, 2 parks on the shoreline, 3 parks. One at the end of the breakwater, one at the turn, and one at the beginning, just next to the tall building. But yes, we put a big emphasis on parks.
I know, I remember that.
Yes, yes. No, it's part of...
And is there a boardwalk?
There's boardwalks all along the waterfront. We made all the waterfront accessible so people could come and really, truly enjoy the harbor.
Sure, anybody can come down and walk around.
Yes, definitely.
Boardwalk.
And all our boardwalks and waterfronts is public. Like even though we have townhouses on the water's edge, the boardwalk belongs to the public.
Yes,
Yeah.
and there was something about a little pond?
We like to still do the little, we call it lagoon.
Yeah, lagoon.
And encourage some marine life at our shore so people can enjoy that as well. And hopefully that one day we'll do that.
Yeah.
We didn't submit it as part of this phase, but hopefully in the future it's still a vision and a dream, and we like to incorporate it.
So Francis, there's been a real hold up with another exit or entrance to the development.
Yes, yes.
And first it was talk of going over the street.
Well, I think we're operating under antiquated red book. And the red book say that you need a second access if you build a subdivision over 300 homes. And I think the thought is like wildfire. If you're building a place like Kingswood and there's only one exit and there's a wildfire, people need a place to go. But it's not applicable in a downtown core. But unfortunately, at the time, they implemented that, and we went along with it.
And you've been dealing with it ever since.
And we have been, it's been the biggest slowdown to our development since day one, Gloria.
Even though the train goes by and there is a system within the train system that they can move them very quickly.
We hired consultants that do work all over North America, and they told us that this development is safe with one exit. We hired a traffic study, and they told us for the amount of traffic here, one exit is more than adequate. We've gone all and beyond. And for me, to be honest with you, Gloria, at this point, I'm going to say it publicly, I don't care. just let me know what you want,
And you'll build
and
it.
I'll build it.
Yeah.
If you want an overpass, I'll build an overpass. If you don't want an overpass, just let me get along,
I mean,
move along, you know?
There are subdivisions with only one.
Oh my God,
One
like,
entrance.
it's not only that, there's tens and tens of thousands all across examples throughout North America
Yeah.
that they have far beyond what we have.
Yeah.
I mean, people live on an island, for God's sake, and they build
No.
subdivision and they build community on an island, and the only access is by ferry or by boat. I mean, it's a choice. People make a choice if they want to live here. They understand the risks. They understand what's associated with living here. They understand there's a train and there's a crossing and you may have to wait.
And there is no train whistle.
And there's no more train whistles. Thank to you, Gloria.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
For instance, there was talk of on the outside of a place where ships could come in.
Yes,
Bigger
actually,
boats?
in our back cove,
Yeah.
in Dartmouth Cove, we have a lot of depths there, and we
Yes.
own about two and a half waterlog. And we are thinking when we build our iconic tower, we will build a big wharf and a big marina that could accommodate maybe a smaller cruise ship
Yeah.
or a big yacht. And that will enhance this whole experience of
Oh,
being
it
on the
will.
waterfront.
It will change the face of it again.
Yes, definitely. It keeps it more exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It adds something else to this already
Yeah.
very attractive.
Yes, I think the beauty is we have like a big canvas and we're dreaming the most beautiful painting on it, and we keep improving, you know, as market change or as we have better ideas.
It's great. You've done a
Yeah.
great job, Francis.
Well, Gloria, I do a good job, I think, but a lot of merit goes back to visionary people like you who saw this and understood the importance of it for this community. And I must say, you were at the forefront from the day one with your support throughout everything, and I want to thank you. And I honestly admire what you're still doing now, and you know, and that's a great thing.
Because I realize the importance of this to downtown
Thank you.
Dartmouth.
Yes, thank
know.
you. I think by now a lot of people realize.
And not only of people living here.
Yes.
And you know, shopping within the businesses in here, but they're going downtown Dartmouth.
Yes.
That many more people are up going to restaurants up on Portland Street, going to boutiques up there.
Definitely.
It's great for the whole economy.
Yeah.
And
No,
that many more new people finding out about Dartmouth, Francis.
that's good. No, I tell you, in a few years from now, I think people will look at Halifax Harbour and will look at a new postcard, and this will be
Front and
like
center.
the Sydney Opera House
Yeah.
in Sydney Harbour in Australia. I have no doubt in my mind that this will be what characterized Halifax Harbour down on the national scene.
Well, all you have to do is go across the harbour and look over.
Of course.
It's spectacular now.
Yes, and we're making it more and more.
Well, you know, Francis, when we sat down, we talked about how much time we had and what we would talk about, and you know, we've run out of time.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's
Thank
been great, Francis.
Thank you.
And we got to talk a lot about this great development, and I'm waiting, and I hope I'm still around to see it happen, Francis, but I'm waiting to see what's coming next.
I know what's coming is more exciting
Yeah.
every day. Thank you, Gloria.
You've been watching Destination Dartmouth. Thank you for watching. See you next week.